Hello, kindergarten friends. Today we're going to be going on another social studies adventure, so make sure that you have a new social studies journal ready. We're going to be visiting a new place and we're going to be learning more about it today, and we'll fill in things like the map, the food, the animal, and fun facts as we go along together. All right, today we're going to be heading to a place that's very special to me. It's the state that I'm from, and today we're going to learn about Minnesota. So go ahead and in the middle of your social studies journal today, you're going to be writing Minnesota. All right, friends, let's take a look at where Minnesota is on our map. We're going to start with the whole world, and then we're going to be zooming in. We're going to get to our country. Minnesota is a state in the United States of America, and Minnesota is kind of in the middle of the United States, farther away from Connecticut that we studied on Tuesday. Minnesota is a pretty big state. It's much bigger than Connecticut. It's almost 3 times as big as Connecticut, so it would take you a really long time if you wanted to drive across the whole state. This is a map of Minnesota, and on your social studies journal today, under map, you're going to be drawing a picture of Minnesota. It's a little bit tricky of a shape, but just do your best. All right, friends, now we're going to do a little bit of traveling, and we're going to go and learn about some famous food in Minnesota. To do this, we wanted to go to one of my favorite places, and one of the places Minnesota is most famous for, and we're going to be heading to the Minnesota State Fair. The State Fair happens every year in Minnesota in the last week of August, and there are so many crazy foods that you can eat at the State Fair. Most of them are foods on a stick. Things like corn dogs, things like pickle on a stick. You can even get deep fried butter on a stick if you want to try it. I've never tried that one. But the State Fair is most known for something called cheese curds. Cheese curds are most similar to mozzarella sticks that you can get at restaurants around here, but they're a little bit smaller. They're about this big. They're usually cheddar cheese, and then they're battered and deep fried. On your journal today, you're going to be drawing a picture, and you can label it if you want to as well, of cheese curds. Alrighty, friends, now we're going to learn about an animal that is special to Minnesota, and to do that we're going to head to one of the lakes. Minnesota is known as the state with 10,000 lakes because there are so many lakes everywhere. In the neighborhood that I grew up in, there were even 3 lakes close enough to my house that you could walk around them. As we head to the lake, I'll tell you more about the animal. The animal that is special to the state of Minnesota is called the loon. The loon looks a little bit like a duck, but it's not a duck. And what's interesting about the loon is black and white, and also has a very interesting sound. When a loon quacks, it makes more of a sound like a wolf instead, and almost sounds like it's howling. And this is a bird that is very special to the state of Minnesota. On your social studies journal, you're going to be drawing a picture and labeling a loon here. Go ahead and do that now. For our fun facts today, we're going to be heading to one of my two favorite places that you can visit in Minnesota. The first place that we're going to head to is called the Mall of America. The Mall of America is the biggest mall in the United States. And inside the mall, they have an aquarium, they have a movie theater, they have an amusement park, and they even have their own Legoland. Plus, they have all the shopping and restaurants you could think of at the Mall of America. It's a very cool place. The other place that we're going to visit is very special to me because it is the college that I went to, and it is the University of Minnesota. The mascot for the University of Minnesota is Goldie the Gopher, and just like Yale, Minnesota is also known for their hockey team. For your fun facts on your journal today, you can either choose to do a picture of the Mall of America, or you can do a picture of the University of Minnesota. Thanks for visiting, and I can't wait to see where we're going to go next week.